Life comes in all forms and shapes. Look, you will see them all. Taste both the sweet and the bitter grapes. So when the rain does fall, don't lose heart.
Say I never told you. When you wake up tomorrow and you holler